Harlem is mine.
Hello to all and welcome to my first episode of BadGuyTalk. My name is The Dude's View and today is my first ever video which I'll be posting on this channel. I don't want to start boring you with what I wish to post on this channel. To those that wish to just skip to what the video promises, here's a timestamp. But for those that it does matter, I'll just summarize it real quick for you. I'm mainly looking to be discussing and giving out my opinion on characters out of the Marvel comic book worlds, as well as the cinematic universe. That said, let's get on to the actual video. So recently I went ahead and watched the second season of Netflix's Marvel Luke Cage, and in my opinion I found it to be a much more improved version of the first season. That's mainly due to how not only our main protagonist Carl Lucas, aka Luke Cage, becomes a much more layered and morally confused character, who wishes to, find the boundary of right and wrong, but how well the director and writers managed to have the so-called main villain become a much more viable character in this story. John McIver, aka Bushmaster, seemed to be a much more complex and very relatable character for that matter, to the viewers, especially me, as he actually ends up, having you rooting for him at some points as we begin to actually feel for his motives and begin to feel that we've been put into his shoes, and we're introduced to the character with much mystery, and in my opinion I find that to be a very poor introduction for this character, as it just show him off to be just another blind gangster who seems to have some kind of special abilities, but we're never really put into the mindset and really understand the motives of such a character until around episode 6, where his uncle is shown to be much against his nephew's methods of getting what is rightfully his. I myself begin to actually feel sorry for him when Mariah and her thugs killed his uncle and all of his remaining close friends and family, except for his aunt. Until this point, I just thought he was just another character driven by revenge, and I thought he'd just be another baddie who'd be beaten and taken down by Luke Cage, but, it wasn't until episode 11 that I really found that he wasn't really much of a villain anymore, but rather another representation of Luke Cage himself. And honestly, I've never seen a character really change our main hero so much, to the point that he just is actually a mirror of the character himself. This particular scene in episode 11 had me speechless.
Right thing to do, wrong thing to do. You think too simply, Luke Cage. The world's a more complicated place,
Don't tell me how complicated the world is, man. You don't know me. The pain that I carry inside.
My whole life is pain. You and me, we're not so different, We could have been brethren.
Well, I never had much luck with brothers, to be honest. Walk away. For good. Because if we mix it up again, I'll make sure you don't walk away this time. Feel me?
I'll be ready. I'm not looking forward to killing you,
Now, as you can see, Bushmaster can so very much relate to Cage, to the point that he believes that he could have been close friends, but as a result of seeing things differently yet similarly, they strive to gain, the same thing through different principles. That's why I feel a much more overrated character in the MCU that goes by the name Killmonger from the recent Black Panther movie failed to make the same impression on me. He had no morals. He was meant to pander to political issues in the real world, such as oppression against blacks and anybody that's not white. He said he wished to, free the blacks from oppression, when all I could see is he would kill the same person, that of his ethnicity, which is also his girlfriend, to just gain whatever his goal is. And that's all I can see in Killmonger. He isn't a symbol for what oppression can do if not treated right. He's just another poor attempt at creating a character you feel for. He's a killing machine with a poor motivation and very careless attempt at making me believe that his race would rather die than be enslaved, when he himself would rather kill than protect. So that's my reason on why I believe Bushmaster from Season 2 of Luke Cage is personally my all-time favorite of the MCU villains. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, because that would very much show you guys have appreciation for this newfound content that I made on this channel. And I'm looking forward to be making more of this kind of stuff. Alright, and until then,
bye, have a great time.